Oh, this is me again. I know this ain't me, but what I find interesting about this is how I like to draw. So throughout this one little video, I'll be showing you guys what my favorite hobby is, which would be drawing. I know I'm not an expert, and I hope you guys don't criticize me on this, but I'll explain a little bit in detail on what each tool is used and how it's used. So, I'll start off with just simply explaining the tools. It'll be a cleaner surface. I'll explain a lot easier, better that way. Alright, to start off, I'll explain about my hobby. I'm going to start by explaining what the tools are. I hope everyone knows what an eraser is. If you're noticing that red dot, I was not expecting that, so please just try to ignore it the best you can. Everyone knows pretty much what an eraser is, right? I really hope so. Right, that right there, I believe... it should be on the back. Hold on a second. Let's see now. Pastel sticks. See? Damn it, blurry. Here's some charcoal. Something to sharpen the charcoal with. Some shading pencils. And some, I believe those are stumps, if I'm right. Let's see now. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at the back of this. Oh! On the back of this it says they're blending sticks, so... yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice that. There's an eraser in there too. Alright. And here is your average mechanical pencil. Like it? It's my favorite pencil. Gotta love it. And here's an eraser. Those are getting dirty thoughts. I congratulate you. Now, how I'm going to explain these all individually is really quite interesting. The shading pencils come in different kinds of shades and thickness. Yes, I did say thickness, but it amounts to shading purposes. The thicker it is, the easier it is to move around. No, I know, I was wrong. The softer it is easiest to spread around. The thicker it is, not so easy. It goes right towards more detail. I never used the charcoal or the coral plast before, or the charcoal, so I don't really know much about that. The shading stumps, however, I have extreme business with. They come in many varieties of shapes and sizes. This is a number 8, which is probably the biggest stump there is. They're known by two names, stump and tassels. Tassel ones are like these little ones right here. I know the screen is really fuzzy, just try to bear with me on this one. And the stumps are the ones with 2 points at both ends, as you can see clearly here with the massive one. They're used to shade and make detailed appearances on each drawing. I'll show you a couple pictures involving the stumps being used. These here are like the coloring, kind of like color pencils, but they're not. They can easily be spread around with the stumps or tassels, or tarsals, whatever. They come in these colors, and they're kind of cheap. Not extremely cheap, but they're somewhat cheap. I don't know really how much they cost. I got these for a holiday. And I'm sure everyone's a fan of these color pencils, because if you're not, you're extremely colorblind. And no offense, but you at least gotta enjoy some color sometimes. If you're colorblind, I am sorry. As like I said, these come in multiple sizes and thicknesses and everything else. Each one's used for a different purpose. All of them the same purpose, but all of them used differently. Use the pencil sharpener to sharpen these right here. And these things are extremely fragile, so the best thing to do to take care of them is wrap them up in bubble wrap. And this thing right here can help you make perfect circles. Yes, everyone has a difficulty making circles, and no one laugh about me for it. I'll show you some examples of what they look like. So yeah, I'll show you right now. So yeah. That's basically what little bit of art supplies I use. Hi everybody, I'm basically going to show you a few drawings I did with the stumps and coloring tools I used to make my drawings. Now drawing is my passion, so if any of you guys are better drawings than I am, I congratulate you with your years of practice. I'm still learning, so don't judge me so harshly. Yes, I just had to do that. This is my binder. No one's stealing any of my ideas. Most of the girls like this one drawing more particular because it's a turtle. As you can clearly tell, I used the stump to shade in some detail to make it look more round and make the cracks, the shell more detailed than usual. The bubbles were probably the most easiest to do, and the most difficult was probably making the details around the body. And here's an example of my coloring abilities. If you notice, though, the white cross, I'm religious. I am Catholic. I really don't quite care much for my own religion, but I do believe in God and Jesus Christ, so yeah. And although you guys are Jewish, Muslim, any other kind of religion, those are the three main ones I know so far. I have nothing against you guys. You guys are fine as you are. I don't care what you believe in and whatever. But anyway, this is my designs. Using the claws like from demons, this demon wing being under attack and battle. The purple flames, black smoke. I know you guys can't really see that very well, but hopefully you guys can see it just enough. The angel wing, heavily detailed. Took me a while to complete that. And the heaven light up the top. Now I'm just basically going to slip through these pages, allowing you to glance at these one at a time. Here's a drawing that with the grass at the bottom, and right there that you notice all the cracks in. That's supposed to be the Antichrist symbol. I don't care for people who believe in Satan, because I do too, but I fear him and I will not accept him. And there it is, the Heavenly Father cross with the cross angel halo over its head in the sunlight. As you can clearly tell, my shading abilities was kind of suckish on this one. This one right here was a demon cross that I kind of made up with. Some people who are like Satanists might enjoy this one a bit more, but I kind of messed up with the wording inside of it, as the purple lining says, faith, love, trust. But I find this one probably the coolest ones I made, but probably not the most brightest. You can probably tell by the flames that those are heavily detailed, and this took a while too. Here's one of my first crosses I ever did. Notice not heavily detailed, kind of just scrapped up together, short, timely, and easily, with heaven light shining out from the background. Now here's my first one. It started off as simply as it being just this simple gray area. The simple gray, just normal gray. Then I added the blue arrow, the blue cross in the center of it. Then I kept on adding out, and it ended up looking like that. I eventually called it the Eye of God. Not insulting anyone, but I believe it looks really cool that way. This is from my favorite video game, Kingdom Hearts. This is also known as the Kingdom Key. I'll explain that later on in my videos. This is the Angel of Death / Grim Reaper. It's quite unique and heavily detailed. I kind of love how everything just blended together in it. Yes, the scythe does have souls trapped inside of it. If those of you guys thinking this looks like a lot like Jesus, I'm gonna say wasn't supposed to be Jesus. As you can clearly tell by the name I have on top, it's supposed to be that person. Don't judge me if I misspelled the name. That's with the balance of shading with the stumps and everything else. Same thing with this phoenix. I like this phoenix, how it turned out and everything else. I'm not really proud of the flames or how the wings turned out. I wish they were kind of better on my part. I got a little creative. I thought my favorite TV show was Face Off. Yes, I made the Dino Marine. Those of you guys who like dinosaurs and the Marines, my guys like this a little bit more, but could be a little bit more detailed. From one of my movies I liked, which is Alien vs. Predator. Love it. And basically just going to flip through these quickly. So yeah, just kind of shorten up. This is my art book right here. I'm going to show you like 2 or 3. I particularly like this one. Heavily detailed. I used my own hand, and it was really easy to make. And in this one, I love how the flower turned out. I love how everything kind of perfectly aligned up. Here's a star. Everyone's a star in my book. And here's a rose. Girls, you girls like roses? I like making these. That basically sums up a little bit about my art life. Have a good night, everybody. Art for life, people! Art for life!